Hi, this is two-time world champion Reggie Johnson. You are listening to Bolo Punch Boxing Hour on HSSP.cc. Save me a ringside seat.
Ball, this is Headbangers Ball.
I should have been announcing that. That was the ball guy. Remember that guy from MTV?
What?
The ball guy on MTV they used to...
Ricky Rackman?
Was that his name? I didn't know his name.
Ricky Rackman from MTV Headbangers Ball. That's a reference I haven't heard in a while. Good God.
Not on this show, anyway.
This is your Bolo Punch Boxing Hour, brought to you by George Rogie Insurance, www.hssp.cc, sportsjuice.com. We're here live at the Golden Leaf, 6th and 51, the greatest cigar shop this side of anywhere. Timmy the producer Patterson, please let our listeners know how they can get in touch with us this evening.
Hotline is open. It is 219-743-9743. Yahoo Instant Messenger is up and running. It is keyword Bolo Punch Boxing Hour, all one word. Or you can send us an email at bolopunchboxinghour@yahoo.com.
Live on the phone right now, I've got our good buddy. I've got gentleman Jimmy Holmes, the fighting school teacher of DeMont. Jimmy Holmes, how you doing, man?
That's good, man. Doing great, man. How are you guys there?
Awesome. Oh, man. Well, Jimmy Holmes has busted his way back into the W column. He did have one stumble there. Actually, in the last year, he's fought 3 times, but I've only seen him fight 3 rounds.
Yeah, every time we see him.
I tried not to go as many rounds this year. The year before, I went quite a few rounds, so I thought I would take a year off, kind of.
You're like a really good pitcher. You want to keep your pitch count down.
Exactly. I don't want to give up too many home runs, though, and have too many guys crack me. So, no, the year didn't go too bad.
Nestor was calling you a pitcher off camera a little bit ago, but he meant something else. That's not cool. That's not cool.
Yeah. Put Nestor when I see him next time.
So
let's remember leverage, big man.
Yes. Let's talk about Chad Taylor. What did we know about him before going in, and what do we know about him afterwards?
Well, I knew that I had fought him once before, so I was, I remember the way he fought. As soon as the fight started, I remember the way that he fought. He's an unorthodox lefty that usually hangs in there, and the only difference was, between this fight and the last one was that the first time I didn't go to the body at all on him, and he hung in there all 6 rounds. This time I went to the body, and I was going to stay in the body for at least 2 rounds before I went up to his head, and connected with a good right hand, and that was all that we needed to do.
Well, talk real quick, Jimmy. You're a guy that usually likes to take the first round and really feel the fighter out, almost to the point that you get accused of taking the first round off.
That time you felt his rib cage.
and I mean, literally in this fight, I mean, your setup punches were landing good. So I mean, you had no choice but to win this fight in the first round. I mean, you were going to win the first round, which is something rare for you. But I mean, you finished in the first round as well.
Well, to tell you the truth, I was really pissed off in the ring. I was going to kill whoever was there in front of me. And,
I called it.
I meant all business when I was going in there. I didn't care who I was fighting that night. And I trained hard for whoever it was going to be. And I was hoping every punch was going to count. And I worked a lot on the right hand. I threw a lot of right hands in training. And whoever was going to be in front of me that night was going to get hit with the right hand and keep getting hit with it until they fall down. So... I don't have any intentions of taking the first round off anymore, and I'm just gonna, stick with my game plan, just come out and throw punches from now on.
So what we've learned about Chad Taylor now is that he looks good laying on the mat.
Well, he's fought some guys that didn't get him out of there. Michael Walker didn't get him out of there.
I was gonna say,
and,
another stablemate of yours.
Michael hit him in the body probably 1,000 times. If you guys remember the battle at the beach there, and Michael is pretty good. So, I got lucky, hit him just right, and but yeah, he looked better laying on the ground than he did standing up, I thought.
Yeah, he's changed the style a little bit from the first time he fought him. Actually, since the Michael Walker fought him as well, he was a little bit more of a lean-over fighter, fought out of the crouch position a lot more. This time he kind of stood up a little bit more straight and opened up his body a lot more.
that was a bad choice to do.
Yeah, I left him open for the uppercut before, but this left his body open.
Yeah, I mean, his body was like fighting King Hippo almost on Mike Tyson's punch. The body was just there. I mean, then I went in after it.
Unbelievable. Now, the second you landed that shot, what would you say? Ribs, liver? Where did that land?
You know what?
Spine.
I really I don't know exactly. It was
Did you feel his spinal cord when you hit him?
All I know is that I hit him, and he kind of, stood there like he was going to try to keep fighting, and then he just fell. So whatever it did, I could just knock the wind out of him.
It was a thing of beauty.
I don't think it broke a rib. I don't think it did anything like that. I think it just completely knocked the wind out of him. And I'm hoping to stay in the body more. Whoever I fight, I want to stay in the body.
Oh, yeah.
Could he feel his legs after you hit him?
I doubt Jimmy knows the answer to that.
I just hit him. I couldn't believe that it was over like that because I was just warming up. I really was planning on being there all night. I mean, I had fought him 6 rounds before. I saw Michael Walker go the distance with him, and I really was planning on being there all night. I was kind of surprised that it was over. I thought he was going to get up, and I looked across. Right behind him was Jack Callahan, and he was waving his arms like crazy, to get on him right when he stood up and to let it go because there wasn't much time left in the round. He wanted me to finish him off, and I was really surprised that it was over. I mean, it was more of a shock than anything else. But I'm glad it happened. I'm glad it went down the way that it did.
So when's the next time you're going to get into the ring and hit somebody in the ribs?
When's the next time? I have no idea.
You got to wait for your picture in the program.
1 in a million and Octavius James. I have not talked with him yet about the next time. It'll probably be, I don't know, February, March, somewhere in there.
Yeah, you probably won't fight on this next card they have on the 14th then, huh?
No, I just had my wisdom teeth taken out, so my mouth is still a little tender. I don't really want to be getting hit in the mouth just yet, so I'm going to take a little bit of time off, the holidays and everything, and then the beginning of the year we'll hit training up again.
Well, Timmy said he was going to get in with you this weekend, but I guess since your mouth's sore, he can't do it.
Oh, unfortunately.
Patterson said that? Well, I will make an exception for Patterson. I mean, my mouth could be bleeding and everything else, but I'd still get in there with him.
Well, it wouldn't be from his punches.
Probably not.
Yes. Well, we've had you on the show a couple times before. We've talked about your juggling act of family, plus you're a certified school teacher for the state of Indiana, professional boxer. You're heavily involved with your church. You're a very established musician on top of that. Talk a second. How in the world do you keep all that stuff going and still be so good at all of those different things?
Well, my wife actually keeps everything going because Renee keeps everything in her phone. She's got a camera that has everything. When people call up, they don't call up asking for me normally to check and see if I can do something or if I can add something to the schedule. They have to talk to her because she organizes everything, kind of keeps me moving where I have to be going. But I try to stay. I want to stay busy, and it seems like if I have any free time at all, I'm walking around the house, pacing around, trying to find something to do around here. So I think I get it from my dad. My dad likes to stay busy like that. But I don't know. I've been I guess just blessed and fortunate that I've been able to do well in several different areas. So I thank God for that.
Well, tell her we said hi. We didn't realize she was going to be sitting right next to you when you did this interview, because obviously that's why you're saying that.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, she's sitting right here. I would tell you what she's wearing, but it's kind of. She's telling me, yeah, I better just shut up.
It's a family show, please.
This is a family show.
It's a family show, I know, and I don't want to start describing the lingerie that she has on right now.
Well, the coolest thing about this show is we get to get a little bit into the personal lives of these fighters that we're interviewing, almost weekly now. And one of the cool things is when we hear a fighter willing to give back to the community. And I think you have an announcement that you'd like to go public with now, as to how you're planning on giving back to the town that made you, the town of DeMott of Indiana.
Well, it's been kind of in the talks and in the works for quite some time. I would say probably 8, 9 years since I was a young fighter fighting.
You sure don't rush anything now, do you?
It's always been a dream of mine and my original coach Jeff Mangle and my buddy John Conover. It's always been a dream to get a gym started around here, and so we're hoping at the beginning of 2008 that the Mount Boxing Club will be open, and we'll be working with young kids and fighting obesity and teaching young guys how to box and then keep the amateur program going. And the biggest thing for me is when I first started, I had my first fight was in the Golden Gloves in Chicago. That was my first time ever stepping in a boxing ring. I'd never been in a boxing ring. I had a lot of yard fights and the welding shop and this and that, but I'd never been in a boxing ring. And,
yes, the mean streets of DeMont.
So I'm hoping to help out the community here and give back a little bit. It'll be a nonprofit organization, and it's going to be something hopefully to keep boxing, keep the interest level up, which is it's pretty high down here. And we're hoping to pull Jack Callahan in to help out with the coaching and training, and I'm trying to learn a lot from him from that.
Well, we got to love it when we've got a guy that's willing to actually give back to the city that actually made him. So, no, we take our hats off to you for that.
Jimmy, you got a number or something that you'd like to give out to maybe have a chance for people to sign up for this, or do you think they should just contact our website?
If you're a kid in the Northwest Indiana area and you want to make the drive to DeMont, a few times a week, how do they contact you in order to sign up for this DeMont Boxing Club?
If they want, they can call 219-775-0444 and leave a message, or we'll just get the information to the person. But we don't have an exact date yet of when we are opening, but we are going to be opening. So.
Well, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see how beautifully this place is going to be decorated either.
Oh man, this guy I know is going to paint some boxing murals and everything on the wall, and he's pretty talented. His wife's really hot too. I was going to have both of them come over, and while he's painting, I was going to maybe do some entertaining. So.
Oh, isn't that nice of you? Such a giver. Such a giver. What a great guy. Oh, jeez. Well, we're going to be talking in just a second about our picks for upcoming fights, and of course the probably one of the biggest fights of the year, obviously, was De La Hoya against Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather beat him in a decision, and the follow-up to that, the second chapter to that, is Floyd Mayweather taking on Ricky the Hitman Hatton. Now, we've been blessed with a whole lot of HBO coverage, 24/7. Of Mayweather and Hatton, a lot of smack talk back and forth from both camps. But when it really comes down to it, it's the gloves that are going to be doing the talking. Who do you like and why?
Well, it's hard to. This is a tough fight to pick for one. It's hard to vote, or pick against Mayweather because he's come out winning all these fights and so forth. But I'm rooting for Hatton. I'm hoping Hatton knocks him out. As you know, Chris, I've never really been a Floyd Mayweather fan. I think when it comes down to it, he will not try to put the person out. He skins by, he slips very, very close fights. Every fight's really close that he's in. He doesn't try to go for a knockout. And for me as a fighter, it's like he does just enough to win, but there's a reason why he doesn't have that many people cheering for him when he arrives in Las Vegas, or I know his hometown's there, but when he makes the grand entrance or at the press conferences and stuff, it's because he's boring to watch.
Well,
I think he is. That's my opinion. But I'm hoping Hatton knocks him out. He's a tough guy to knock out because he's got such good defense, and Hatton's a littler guy moving up. It's going to be a tough fight. I mean, either way. I think it's going to be a real good fight. I'm just hoping Floyd will fight. That's all I'm hoping for.
The opinions expressed by our guests are not necessarily the opinions of BoloPunchBoxingHour Incorporated.
Yeah, I definitely don't think Floyd wins a lot of close fights. He usually ends up blowing his opponents out. The only fight that he probably had that was really close was against Castillo.
Yeah.
And
who Hatton blew out.
But the thing is he doesn't go for the knockout like you were saying. He dances and moves and runs from his opponent a lot. I don't know if he'll be able to run from Ricky Hatton like that. Ricky's going to be putting the pressure on him the whole time, and I'm actually picking Ricky Hatton in the slight upset here over Mayweather. Most people won't be picking this. It's hard to get people actually to pick over Mayweather since he's considered pound for pound best. I think Ricky Hatton has enough to get in there and not worry about Floyd hurting him. I think that's the key to this fight. I don't think Floyd can hurt Hatton, and Hatton's just going to walk right through that Cobra offense that he has.
He will walk right through that. That's why I'm picking Ricky Hatton to win.
Well, the only thing I'm concerned about is Ricky Hatton getting cut up because Mayweather does cut guys and he twists his punches over good, and Hatton seems like he can cut pretty easy, and so it'll be a good fight. I'm hoping Hatton can take him though. I really am, because I'm so sick of seeing and hearing Floyd Mayweather.
Well, I like Hatton a lot on these 24/7s I've been watching. He's became a guy that I'm a big fan of now that I've seen that show. I love that show 24/7.
Oh, it gets gritty. I'll tell you that. It gets gritty and downright nasty. Well, I guess we're doing our picks here. I mean, shoot.
I'm taking a picture of Nestor and sending it to Ricky Hatton for his next fight, and maybe he can cut his head out and put it on his body.
Now, wait. Did you see 24/7 so you would get that joke?
No.
All right. They were.
I never saw it.
I was kind of asking Nestor there. Yeah, you should probably explain that before you just go saying that.
Well, he makes a shirt every time for him as a Ricky Hatton shirt, and he basically takes the body of an overweight guy and puts his head on it.
He takes sumo wrestler
He takes
photos.
all different kinds of photos.
Yeah.
He just picks one out they lay down a bunch of photos and he picks one out. I think it'd be great to get a bowl punch shirt on Nestor, and we could maybe get it on the Ricky Hatton.
Because his nickname is
There's going to be a fight at the end of this show. It's going to be
Nestor's
You know
going to
what?
leave me on the
You
road
know
on the way
what's
home.
going to be great is when we get out to like Randolph and over by our house.
Yeah,
where,
you're his ride
where,
home.
where there's absolutely like no traffic.
He's going to punch me in
And
the
tell him
arm
to
and open
get
the
out.
door and kick me out.
Man, it's a lovely day for walking.
Yeah,
Get
this
out.
is not a good day in Chicagoland to be out walking.
No, that's
Yeah.
nice though.
So you're picking Floyd? Is that what you're saying, Jimmy?
Oh no, I'm picking Hatton, but I'm saying it's tough to pick against Floyd because of his ability. I'm picking Hatton. I'm just hoping that Floyd will fight. I think it's going to benefit Hatton even more if Floyd opens up, because Hatton's going to be able to go after him. But I am picking Hatton.
Okay, I want a round, and I want a method.
Okay, a round. I'll pick Hatton. It'll be round 9.
TKO.
TKO.
Okay, because referees, for some dumb reason, don't even count to 10 anymore.
No,
Amo.
that is, I don't get that. I don't know why. I mean,
That's
if
my
a person's
biggest
knocked
complaint.
out, what's 1 or 2 seconds gonna do in helping revive them or whatever? You know, count to 10. Give the guy who knocked him out a chance to get his arms up in the air, and then have the doctors rush into the ring.
Well, I'm picking Hatton on decision. I'm not picking him to knock Mayweather out. I don't think he'll be able to catch him good enough to knock him out, but I think he'll wear him out throughout the fight.
You think judges in Vegas are going to give Ricky Hatton a decision?
I think they will. If he throws enough punches, he's going to bring a huge crowd there. Watch, they'll be chanting for Ricky Hatton at this fight. He brings the fans more than Mayweather does.
Yeah, I think it could be close to being a split crowd as far as that goes.
I think it might be more towards Hatton the crowd.
Tim,
Hatton,
you got a pick?
I definitely got a pick. I'm going the other way. I'm going with Mayweather by decision. I think just his speed. I think he's just going to pick at him outside like he does. Get in there, score a couple points, and get the heck out. I think he's going to do his normal Floyd.
He's going to do his thing.
He's going to do his Floyd dance. Get his points, get in there, throw a couple punches, get out. I mean, I'd love for him to go in there and both just bang away, but I just don't see it happening.
Nestor Garza-Romero, who do you like and why?
Well, I've been wrong the last several dozen fights, so I'm going to go with Mayweather because
Damn it, I'm wrong.
well, that's what I'm saying. I'm going with Mayweather
Because that's an easy one.
because I want Hatton to win. I'm not a big
Oh, I
Floyd
see.
Mayweather fan.
Interesting logic.
But if I pick
you're using the
Mayweather,
Chris logic
That's
over
the Chris logic.
yes, it is the
that's
Chris
why I
logic.
like that.
I'm gonna pick Mayweather
If
because
I-
I want Hatton to win.
Well, I
that way,
do.
either way, I'm right.
No, no.
Don't be a
One thing that's going to benefit Hatton is Joe Cortez is reffing that fight. And Joe Cortez will let guys fight it out a lot. And one thing Floyd likes to do is grab and hold, which actually is against the rules, but he does it nonstop. He likes to grab and hold and let the referee break him up, and then he can start the same little routine over. Joe Cortez, I hope, as a lot of fights in the past, will let the guys fight it out when they're next to each other. He will not be breaking them. So I hope that he sticks with that.
I'll take Hatton.
Nestor's picking Hatton. What round and method?
I'm going to take Hatton in the later rounds.
later
Take
round.
later rounds.
Later
He's taking
round.
a round grouping.
10 or 11. I figure 11.
11 TKO.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No one's picking blood. No one's picking blood. Chris is picking Hatton.
Nobody's picking chalk on this one, huh? Or Timmy did.
Yeah, I took Mayweather. I took Mayweather by
Picking
decision.
chalk.
The favorite.
Chalk.
Well, you have to
I thought he said Chuck.
No,
Is he fighting?
you have to understand. He's a betting man now, so
He
he
is
goes.
a bet man.
So
he
he
probably got $15 whole on this.
so
That's how his wife will let him.
so he talks in the betting terms.
Yes.
So yeah, he has to explain it to us because we unlike him, we don't do the
Gambling.
yeah.
I'm going Ricky Hatton stoppage, so TKO in the 11th round. That's my pick.
That sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it?
That's my pick right there. What?
It's exactly what Nestor picked. I don't think it's going to be in the 11th
Oh, I
round.
can't do that.
I just scribble it out. Scribble out Nestor's.
Yeah, Nestor's isn't a real pick anyway. No, I'm kidding. Oh, you did say 11, didn't you, Monk? Shoot, I gotta
Just
go.
go with the 11th too. You can
I
have
gotta
the
go
same
10.
pick.
I gotta go 10.
You're more likely in the 10th than 11th, I think.
More likely than in the 10 than 11.
Yeah.
All right, that works for me. Cool. All right, we got Jimmy Holmes picking Ricky Hatton. TKO victory in the 9th round. Emil Soda Babinski Kekelman says Ricky Hatton as a decision after 12. Nestor, I will unscratch it. It is Ricky Hatton in the 11th round, TKO. Tim picks Mayweather. He is the lone sitting duck.
I'll be
Picking
the one hosting the show next week, guys.
Well,
You're
Tim's
probably
been doing good on his picks too.
You're
so.
probably going to be right. Unanimous decision after 12 rounds, and Chris picks Hatton TKO victory in the 10th round. So we will see, and we will see. Jimmy the fighting school teacher, Holmes of DeMott, we appreciate the hell out of you taking the time out of your evening. We know you had some other things going on earlier. That's why you weren't able to come on the show earlier. And you had some stuff going on a couple weeks ago where we couldn't get you on right before you went on your little vacation there either. So thanks for taking the time, and thanks for coming on.
Oh man, no problem. I always have a blast talking with you guys, and too bad I'm not there joining you guys tonight. I like sitting in a lot of times. So.
All right, Jimmy Holmes. Let's take a break. We'll be right back, and we'll go through all the fights coming up this week and next. Boxing Hour brought to you by George Rogie Insurance. www.hssp.ccsportsjuice.com.